After the Sanat Kumars refused to propagate their lineage any further, devoting their lives to Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma was lost. How was he supposed to create life if his creations don't engage in procreation? In the darkness of hopelessness, he found a ray of hope when Lord Vishnu fashioned an orb out of the remainders of the demons, Madhu and Katab, and handed it over to Lord Brahma to create the earth. Pleased with the direction of action from Lord Brahma's cosmic desire to design the barren world, to transform it into a planet full of life and populous, from his mind emerged a divine being. Four-armed, holding a book, a hammer, a measuring scale in one, a rope and a ruler in another, emerged Lord Vishwakarma, the five-headed cosmic architect, seated on an elephant, five-headed as well. Lord Brahma instructed him on the divine task, and so he began sculpting away at the orb. And all went accordingly, until Lord Brahma realized that even after crafting the perfect abode, life wouldn't spring in it. Lord Vishwakarma had created vast stretches of plain land, plateaus, mountains that surged towards the space, mountain ranges that divided the surface of the globe, and ravines that dug deeper underneath. But even then, life wouldn't be sustained in those conditions. Lord Brahma, distraught with the circumstances, called out to the Supreme Mother once more. A divine feminine voice boomed in the cosmos.
Open your eyes, Brahma. Express that which concerns you.
Mother, you know everything that is expressed and otherwise.
Brahma said, his confusion apparent in his voice.
Mother, I'm supposed to create and fill this world with life. But how do I do that when none of my creations either further create or are sustained?
The goddess replied,
Ask what you need, and you will be assisted in your endeavors.
Mother, from you everything emerges. Everything is sustained by you. And at the end, everything submerges into you as well. I desire that my creations be sustained by your grace, protected under your shadow, and sheltered in your endless mercy.
I am pleased with you, Brahma.
the goddess replied.
Hence I bless you, that a portion of mine will be brought forth as your daughter, the nexus of life, bearer of beasts, sustainer of beings, and the ultimate shelter of the mortals and divine alike.
Brahma overflowed with joy. After ending up in failures in the past, things were finally looking up.
However, before that, you will have to summon the four elemental beings. Only through them, I, the fifth of the prime elements that make up the material universe, one with all the qualities of the four before me, will manifest.
Lord Brahma bowed with gratitude in his heart and sat down to meditate immediately. And soon enough, from the navel of the Supreme Self appeared the first elemental being, the Lord of the skies and the infinite space, Lord Dios, his primary sense attribute being sound, yielder of the staff of lightning and thunderstorms. He bowed to Lord Brahma and joined him in his penance. And in time, catalyzed by the breath of Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, another being appeared from the body of Lord Dios, the Lord of the life-giving air, Lord Vayu. His primary sense attribute was touch, while also inheriting the sense of sound from Lord Dios. Bowing to both Lord Brahma and Dios, he joined them as well. Similarly, from Lord Vishnu's throat emerged Lord Agni through Vayu, Lord of the universal fire, with sense attributes of sight, touch and sound. While from his mouth emerged Lord Varun through Agni, the Lord of the cosmic waters, with sense attribute of taste and the aforementioned three. They joined the others in the penance. And thus, the four elemental beings were summoned into existence by Lord Brahma. His task was almost complete. Lord Brahma expressed his desire to the four of them to manifest a daughter who would come into existence embracing the skies, circumambulated by the winds, with fire in her core and holding the life-giving waters in her hands. The four elemental beings put forth their energies together into the waters of the cosmic ocean. And from the collection of their essences, from the sacred waters of the womb ocean, emerged a divine form of a goddess, draped in greenish-blue garments, adorned with flower ornaments, crowned with wild flowers, holding a blue lotus and a water pot in her hands. Befitted with a golden breastplate, stood before them in her absolute splendor, Bhumi, the goddess of the earth. Flowers showered from the upper lokas, sacred conches blue. The goddess bowed before Lord Brahma, whose happiness had crossed all limits. With pride in his heart, Lord Brahma anointed her at the center of the Bhumandal and gave Bhudevi the responsibility of the barren earth. With her inherited attributes of sound, touch, sight and taste, and her main sense attribute of smell, she provided earth with all the optimal conditions required to sustain the life forms. And thus, the foundation to increase the populace was sown. With Bhudevi at the helm, a new era of creation was about to begin. And no one was any happier than Lord Brahma himself. After all, the hurdles of his path were at last removed. Or were they? Goddess Bhumi bowed to the elemental beings who manifested before her. However, there was one whose eyes caught hers that very moment. Her eyes stopped at Lord Dios and met his. His dazzling gaze met hers as well, and she wasn't alone who was starstruck. After all, it was love at first sight. Apart from the five material elemental beings, from the mind of Garbhodakshayi Vishnu was born Som, also known as Chandra, the moon god. And from his brilliant eyes was born Pratyush, also known as Surya, the sun god.